The buzz around green supplements has skyrocketed in recent years, and it seems like everybody has seen or heard something about these nutrient-packed powders. While some sources sing praises for these supplements, others express skepticism. However, amidst a sea of opinions, there is something crucial that has been completely overlooked when it comes to this topic. In this video, I'm going to reveal what you should really know about green supplements and what to expect if you decide to take them. Many green supplements are sold for their high micronutrient content and how good these nutrients are meant to be for you. People everywhere are promoting these pills and powders for not just how good they're meant to make you feel, but also the supposed health benefits you'll get by consuming them regularly. Influencers, popular podcast hosts, and even celebrities are pitching in about how good these products are meant to be for you and why you should consume them. Marketing and ads are up all over cyberspace too, with Green's products websites boasting about the huge amounts of nutrients you'll get from consuming just one serve of their product. Some people have questioned if the amounts of these nutrients are as high as many companies claim on their products, but regardless of this, even if the suggested amounts are accurate, there is still an underlying assumption here that few people realize. And that assumption is that the higher something is in nutrients, the better it must be for you. Many greens powders have labels reporting huge percentages of nutrients well over the nutrient reference or daily values. But how much of a nutrient you take in is not the only factor you need to consider when it comes to how your body maintains nutrient balance. There are three main ways your body works to proficiently ensure that you get enough of all the essential nutrients that you need. The first way is via storage. Your body has the ability to store certain nutrients in various forms that can be utilized when dietary intake is insufficient. Just as your body stores energy in the form of fat and glycogen, it also stores certain vitamins and minerals for later use. The second way that your body maintains nutrient balance is through absorption. The rate of nutrient absorption can also change based on the body's needs. For instance, if your body is deficient in a certain nutrient, your body may increase the absorption rate of that nutrient from your diet. On the other hand, if you already have a high level of a particular nutrient in your body may decrease the absorption rate of that nutrient. The third main way your body manages nutrient balance is via excretion. If there's an excess of a certain nutrient, the body may increase its excretion rate of that nutrient through the urine or feces. If there's a shortage in that particular nutrient in the body will often slow down its excretion rate. So where does this fit in with greens powders and supplements? Well, if you're consuming too much of a nutrient, it gets excreted. That is, of course, if you're not taking it in at toxic levels and your body can't get rid of it quickly enough. And we'll talk about something that is very toxic and found in many greens powders a little bit later on. For now, realize that your body can only absorb and utilize a certain amount of vitamins and minerals. Excess amounts, particularly of water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B vitamins, are simply excreted. This excretion of unnecessary vitamins and minerals is synonymous to how multivitamins get justifiably labeled as expensive urine. To explain this better, let's look at the nutrition panel for a serving of AG1 athletic greens. As you can see, there is a lot of fancy label decoration going on here. Your eyes get drawn to the number in the RDI or daily values columns, and most people think, whoa, I'm getting a ton of these great nutrients from this drink. But let's apply what I just talked about regarding the body's three main nutrient balance measures. We'll do this by firstly taking a closer look at vitamin C. Major vitamin C deficiency occurs when consuming less than 7 milligrams per day for more than 4 weeks, and this can lead to scurvy. However, the RDI is way more than enough to prevent deficiencies, and the RDI and RDA for food and supplement labels for vitamin C is 90 milligrams. And many experts argue that even this amount, like many RDIs, is more than enough for most people. But let's assume that the RDA and the RDI of 90 milligrams is spot on. AG1 Athletic Greens contains 330 milligrams of vitamin C, and this is 367% more than the RDA or RDI for vitamin C. And sure, the amount of vitamin C is absorbed can be influenced by a variety of factors such as an individual's age, their gender, their life stage, and their overall health status. But vitamin C levels and absorption can also be influenced by the presence of other nutrients in the diet. If you're not aware, vitamin C and glucose compete for the same GLUT1 transporters for entry into your cells. This is because vitamin C and glucose are similar in structure, so the more glucose you consume, the more vitamin C you'll need to consume due to the nutrient competition for uptake and absorption. Also, it's worth noting too that if you're consuming too much glucose, this can also result in the buildup of more free radicals, which require more vitamin C to neutralize them. This competition between glucose and vitamin C explains why people following a very low carb or carnivore diet don't get scurvy. They don't need as much vitamin C simply because they don't consume as much glucose. Their diet consists entirely of animal products, and even if they're consuming only fresh muscle meat alone, they'll still exceed the amount of vitamin C required to prevent deficiency. Carnivores can also increase their intake of vitamin C quite easily simply by adding seafood or organ meats a few times per year. So given the fact that consuming the 90mg RDA and RDI of vitamin C seems excessive for a lot of people, then why on earth would you need 330mg as per the AG1 green supplement? Your body is just going to simply excrete most of this out. As with all vitamins and minerals, your body regulates the absorption of vitamin C based on the amount present in your body and the amount consumed. When your body has enough vitamin C, absorption decreases. Consuming excessively high doses of vitamin C won't lead to proportional increases in your body's vitamin C content once your storage capacities are reached. But it's not just vitamin C content that's excessively high in greens products. Let's take a look at another overabundant ingredient in AG1 greens that the company boasts about: vitamin E. For context, vitamin E deficiency in adults is very rare. Even with malabsorption of vitamin E, it would take several years for your plasma vitamin E to decrease to a deficient range. This is because vitamin E is stored within your fat cells and you have a very large storage capacity for it. But it's not just vitamin C and vitamin E that are in overly high amounts in green supplements. Let's look at some other excessive ingredients that are on the label too. Folate is at 170% of RDI. The average adult has enough folate to last around 4 months, even if they stop consuming folate entirely in their diet. You also don't need 11 times more vitamin B7 than the daily requirement. It's also very rare to be deficient in vitamin B7. And of course, we can't forget vitamin B12 either at 917% of daily value. Your body can store a significant amount of vitamin B12, more so than any other vitamin. The majority of this storage is found in your liver, and it contains between 2,000 to 4,000 micrograms. Theoretically, your body could function on a minimum provision of 1 microgram of B12 per day for up to 10 years. Vitamin B12 can only be challenging to get if you're on a vegan diet because it's primarily found in animal products. However, the body can still store enough vitamin B12 to last you for years when you're not consuming it. This is why deficiency may only become apparent sometime well after a person goes on a plant-based diet. When B12 stores eventually become depleted, it often leads to symptoms like fatigue. There are other nutrients decorated all over greens products labels too, but you get the point. Even with nutrients like vitamin K and other B vitamins that your body doesn't have much storage capacity for, you can get enough of these from eating nutrient-dense whole foods. These foods are also more bioavailable than greens powders, meaning the nutrients are easier for your body to absorb and use. But let's play devil's advocate here and for a moment say that you're deficient in a few nutrients that are found in greens powders. Okay, the product may provide some benefit for you, but my question to you is, are you actually deficient in many of these included ingredients? And even if so, at $79 US a month, is it really worth buying this kind of product? This is just an expensive shotgun approach. If you're actually deficient in many of these vitamin minerals decorated all over these types of products, you'd likely know about it and see the symptoms. And if you were concerned that you were showing signs of deficiency, why not get a full panel blood test to figure out which nutrients that you are actually deficient in and which ones you're not, rather than wasting a crap load of money on overpriced powders. A major reason why some people take a green supplement and feel better for it is because they consume a poor diet that's rich in processed foods with little nutritional value. When someone like this consumes anything remotely resembling nutritious food, like a greens powder, they usually feel a lot better for it. And if you are thinking of addressing deficiencies or getting away with a poor diet by using a greens powder, then there are some other bonus ingredients that many of these products include that you might want to consider as well. Ingredients that the manufacturers don't tell you about, like toxic heavy metals. AG1 Athletic Greens doesn't disclose its heavy metal concentration levels on its website, and instead you have to contact them directly for this. And it's easy to see why. As it turns out, there was something else in their testing that they don't boast about on the packaging.
Now here back, all landfill. Not allowed to build there.
Has the soil been tested?
Oh yeah. Nothing too serious in there. What do you know about lead?
Yep, there is lead in AG1 Athletic Greens. And just in case you were wondering, lead is a very toxic heavy metal and there is no safe level of lead exposure. Even small amounts can be harmful. But apart from the questionable things that these greens powders don't tell you in their marketing messages, there are also plenty of dubious things that they do tell you. Many greens manufacturers claim that their product will boost your energy and vitality. Firstly, vitamins and minerals don't provide your body with energy. The macronutrients do this. Vitamins and minerals play crucial roles in the processes that convert macronutrients into usable energy. However, when you have enough of a micronutrient, having more of it is not going to enhance things in any way. For a simplified analogy, think of micronutrients as like keys to doors that can help open up various chemical reactions in your body. You won't open up more doors simply by having more sets of the same keys. But you also likely hear some people say that they feel more energetic taking a greens powder that's loaded with essential nutrients. Well, this is most likely due to the placebo effect or because their diet is really poor, as I previously suggested. Another false message that green powder pushers will often tell you is that most diseases are directly attributed to nutrient deficiencies and that you need to cover your bases. And sure, nutrient deficiencies can cause specific diseases, such as scurvy from vitamin C deficiency, rickets from vitamin D deficiency, and pellagra from niacin deficiency. However, most diseases are attributed to viral, bacterial, genetic, lifestyle, and other causes, not nutrient deficiencies. Nutrient deficiencies only account for a small fraction of diseases caused today, particularly in the Western world. Another dubious marketing message you often hear marketed by greens companies and their peddlers is that they boost your immune system. Most consumers are led to believe that their immune system is something they want to have boosted or stimulated, when in fact there is no physiological need for this. Boosting your immune system is a bit of a misnomer. Your immune system, when functioning properly, is already finely tuned and balanced to respond appropriately to threats. Overstimulation of your immune system can potentially lead to autoimmune disorders where your immune system mistakenly attacks your body's own cells. So while it's important to maintain a healthy immune system, the idea of boosting it beyond its normal capacity is not typically supported by scientific evidence. And this applies in the same way to alternative health providers such as naturopaths, chiropractors, and acupuncturists who claim that they can enhance your immune system. Most seriously lack meaningful explanation and evidence of this with their products and treatments. Those are some of the most common bogus marketing messages to look out for when it comes to greens powders, but also supplements in general. I'm sure there's some more out there, so feel free to drop a comment below with any others that you've come across. When it comes to greens powders, you can probably tell by now that they're not all they're cracked up to be, especially for the exorbitant price. Green supplements perhaps have a place in your diet if you're traveling and don't have access to quality food, or you eat a plant-based diet and struggle to get all the essential nutrients that you need. But again, as I said earlier, there are more targeted and cost-effective ways of getting your nutrient balance right. There's also no substitute for eating a proper diet. Eating predominantly nutrient-dense whole foods will provide you with enough of the nutrients that you need, even the nutrients that your body doesn't have much of a storage capacity for. There's only a very small percentage of health and performance supplements that are proven to work and that you might actually benefit from. If you want to learn more about these, be sure to check out the following playlist which I'll put up on the screen and in the description below. Do like and share this video if you found it helpful, and be sure to subscribe so I can keep bringing you more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching and see you next time.